Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. And today we are talking about my favorite movie of all time, Fight Club. Here I have the deluxe steelbook edition with the two CD, two DVD sets. Now I'm looking for getting. I want to get this on Blu-ray. So I'll not quite yet, but very soon I will be looking to get this on Blu-ray. It's my favorite movie of all time. I even have the soundtrack by the Dust Brothers, which I really love. I think it's killer stuff. Before I get into this, just briefly, I want to show you what else I'm watching. My brother had bought three new movies this month, okay, and he lent them to me. The first two I have already watched this weekend. I started with The Menu. I've already seen these before, but it was so great watching them again. So I love The Menu. I love this movie, and these are pretty much all horror movie themed, so it's perfect for this month. Okay, we got The Menu, which is awesome. It's such a good movie. You haven't seen it yet? My favorite. I think this is my favorite Jordan Peele movie. Nope. I love this movie. I think it's really well done. I love the story. I saw that in theaters, and it was this I saw it in theaters. I saw The Menu in theaters also, so I was very happy with those. So seeing this on Blu-ray was nice. But this weekend coming up, okay, and my brother said you should watch this one first. But I wanted to make sure because with with The Menu and Nope, I've already seen them before, so I can put them on, still watch them and pay enough attention. But I can also do other stuff. But with the next movie I want to show you, I want to make sure I'm not interrupted. I want the be my only attention, my only focus will be on this because I really do want to see it. The Substance. I heard it was good. I can't wait to see it. So this weekend, when I have the time to completely focus on it and everything, I'll be watching that, and then I'll let you know. I'll let you know before the month is over, like pretty much a day or so after I watch this, if what I think of it and everything. I'll do a little review on that. All right, let's get into my Fight Club stuff. Yeah, I like. I used to say, well, wrongly say that I seen this when it first came out. Not necess. No, not true. I'm going to open this so I can show you the contents. I only open this when I'm about to watch it, or I don't want to ruin the plastic for it. I'm very gentle with it. See, push out gently. So yeah, so I don't ruin anything. Yeah, shows how often I take it out. But I do need to watch it again. I'll be watching it again. I'll be watching this probably this weekend also. I don't have time during the week. I got my. We're really busy at work this season, and probably going to be staying so until the Christmas holidays comes and passes. Okay, in January things will probably start dying down, but until then we're going to be like like seven, eight, nine trucks per night. But yeah, but I'll be watching this on the weekend for sure. So let's open it. It is a two-disc set. Look how beautiful that looks like. I'm not going to show you under that. I just don't want to take them out really, but I'll show you the booklet. I'm not taking the CDs out, but the booklet is cool. Just say it's some more of that. The Mischief, Mayhem, and Soap. With Project Mayhem being soap. That's awesome. That's awesome. Tyler Durden says, it might be the answer. These are just tiny snippets of quotes. In Tyler, we trust it. You are not your job. You are not how much you have in the bank. Right on the bottom there. And then, all hidden in there. You are not the contents of your wallet. And this is right from and that is all the same kind of lines that you would find at the end of of This Is Your Life. which is again Brad Pitt as Tyler Durden. They're taking the quotes in that from the movie, and that it's such a great thing. It's such a great movie. You are not your khakis. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. Now, for those again, you are not a beautiful and unique snowflake. I love like what makes this movie my favorite movie. Okay, and first time I saw it was in the 2000. I would have to say, like if I remember correctly, it was very early February, the first week of February, and I saw it at my brother's his friend's place. He had it, and he had a copy that had it was like it looked like a wrap, like a parcel, like a paper parcel package with it was actually twine on there, wrapped in twine, and it came actually with a little bar of soap, a little pink bar of soap, just exactly like that. It was just a little tiny bar of soap. It was just so big, but it had Fight Club printed on it. I wanted that box set so badly when I first seen that. And I remember, and my brother can testify that as soon as I was done watching that movie for the first time, I wanted to watch it again immediately. Because once you see the twist, you gotta watch it to see if it all makes sense. And it, like, oh my gosh, all the clues are in there. All the clues are there, so in your face. And yet, the first time, if you have no idea what the plot is going to be and where it's leading, it can really surprise you. I think this has a better twist than the Sixth Sense. It's probably it's my favorite twist in the movie. It's one I did not see coming until I almost like just moments, just a moment or two before it was revealed. I did end up figuring it out, but it was such a such a moment. And and I find, and also it's my favorite Brad Pitt movie. I find his acting is awesome. It's my favorite Edward Norton movie. His acting is the best. It's their best acting movies. I don't care what anybody says about any other movie, and maybe I am just biased because I love this movie so much. I mean, it has Meatloaf in it. Meatloaf a day. I got that right here, and I know Meatloaf as come on, come on, pop out. There we go. But I know him as Mr. Bad Out of Hell, the singer. But Meatloaf is in there, and the story is about this guy who has a stressful job, who has insomnia, and he was looking for ways to improve his life and change his life. He was stuck in a rut, and he needed some shaking up, and then he meets Tyler Durden. And Tyler Durden seems to be the type of personality that will deconstruct his misguided life with this, which searching for material possessions to satisfy your life, and chasing dreams and and promises that were never meant to be chased after, and so much. The social commentary that this movie provides, it's not about the fighting. People look at the title Fight Club. Oh god, it's got to be a violent movie about fighting. It is, but it's much more than that. It's about what can happen to a person when they get disenfranchised, when their life becomes bleak, and it has no purpose. They search for purpose. Men will search for purpose, and the author of the movie itself. I'm showing you the soundtrack, but I want to show you the movie. Oh, I just dropped that on the floor, but it's all good. But but the artist himself, and I need to buy the novel. Chuck Palahniuk, okay, and I'm sure, like 90% sure that's how you pronounce his last name, Chuck Palahniuk, Palahniuk. Okay, first, his origination of the idea of where the idea for this movie came from was when he actually had got in an accident. Okay, he had an accident. It wasn't a fire or anything. He had an accident. He had bruises and cuts on his face that looked like he could have been in a fight. And he found that when people didn't bother, people were kind of avoiding him and not giving want to give him eye contact because people just didn't care enough to want to know what he was been getting into, like what happened with the accident. And he thought that made an interesting concept for that. I'm going to put that in the book. And then also when he started writing the book, it came to a point where he didn't know. He didn't know. I'm not gonna spoil it. The spoiler at the end, he didn't know that was going to be like that. He thought the characters were just, getting, and then by the time the ending, for him to find that ending where, oh, it's that they are this, okay, that was totally a surprise to the author himself. He just thought that he found that the two guys were having such a similar personality that it only makes sense that the narrative would go in that direction. But yeah, coming back to the social commentary of the you know the the disenfranchised. That's the best way to describe it. And I could so relate to this movie in all like so many different levels. That's why I still to this day, no matter what Marvel or and I love Marvel movies. I love Star Trek. I love Spider Man. I love Star Wars and all that kind of sci-fi stuff. My favorite genre of movies is mainly sci-fi. Okay, I mean my second favorite movie is Snowpiercer. My third favorite movie is Looper, and and for and not for the reasons you might consider. You know, sometimes it's just that it has a like for this is there's great lines for there's a couple of awesome lines in in uh in Snowpiercer that just like that if I can go to another person if I say any of those lines and they know Snowpiercer. It's like the inside. You're in the inside loop. There's certain things that people can say about certain entertainment that as soon as you say it, oh, I know exactly what reference you're talking about, and that gives I don't know that gives you a sense of you know always sense of yeah I like that I guessed that right that I know what that reference is. Yeah, when it comes to and it's the second disc. When you watch the second disc, because there's behind the scenes making, but it comes off okay from a very this like the way it's all set up with the setups and everything, and like the navigating the second disc. It, it's it, it's like browsing through one of these pretentious catalogs but instead of being pretentious and promoting expensive well-to-do items, they're promoting all the rundown basically bargain bin type of content. It's really interesting the juxtaposition and when you first put on the DVD or the Blu-ray and that, you'll see a different. It'll show like a different type. Well, on the Blu-ray, I think it shows a Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore, but then you think it's going to be that, but they're just tricking you. It'll switch over to the Fight Club, you know, menu. But on this, just after the actual, FBI warning, there's a Tyler's little warning, which if you can pause it at the right time and read it, it gives you a little insight into the movie before you even before you even watch the movie. It's such a genius movie. It's such a genius movie. Yeah, like I said, it's my favorite movie of all time. I don't know really too much more to say about it. Okay, I'll say a couple more little trivia things in that. there's a scene right after right after they get the commissioner in the doing the rubber band thing, and and they got the police commissioner in the washroom, and they just completed that, and they're on their way out, and that's when Jack's character, the narrator, sees Tyler Durden talking to Pretty Boy, Jared Leto's character, and if you watch Meatloaf carefully, he's losing his pants. He's losing his pants. His pants are around, basically down his knees, but you don't see anything. All you see is a fat suit. You actually see the fat suit. Um, I think it's the scene where they're handing out the assignments for Project Mayhem the first time. If you look in the background, okay, Meatloaf is sitting down. He's still wearing. He's not that big. He's wearing a fat suit. Okay, Bob is not like the character Bob in the movie. His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson. Well, you see Meatloaf in the background having an oxygen mask because he was he was getting overheated being in that and that with the oxygen thing, taking some oxygen is in the movie. All these little snippets in that, all those little flashes of Tyler here and there. Again, I don't want to spoil too much. Okay, I've been talking for 16 minutes. I don't want to make this too much of a long video, but it is Fight Club the anniversary today. The last couple of times I wanted to talk about the anniversary of Fight Club, especially last year on the silver anniversary, and I forgot. I forgot. It completely slipped my mind. But I was saying, nope, not this year, not the next year, for the 26th anniversary. 26 years. 26 years. You know, I saw this the year, pretty much, yeah, about about 11 months before I decided to move up to Montreal for the first time. Yeah, yeah. So if you haven't seen it, I really highly suggest seeing it. It's not violent. You're not. You'll see somebody's face get pummeled a little bit, and it is a tiny bit disgusting, But it's really not that bad of a movie. It's really it's a must see. It is a must see at least once, and regardless if you like the movie or not, you should at least have a reference of what it is. It's so difficult to get that back in there, but I'm going to try. But I'm going to let you go right now. I'll do that after. I'm going to let you go right now. You know how much I love you. There is another video I kind of want to try to make tomorrow to talk about a video I made a couple of days ago where I think I need to explain myself and my position and where I'm coming from just a little bit more clearly. And I want to apologize for that video because I'm using my OBS Studios and my computer I didn't realize how much the frames were going to freeze and freeze and freeze and freeze. I am not doing that now. I am going to, not now. Something just popped up on my screen and I just had to say not now. All right, but I'm going to let you go because I do love you. And if you're watching this for the first time, watch some more of my content first, please, and before you subscribe. I just want to make sure that you actually like my channel. Go check out my mission statement, which I leave right here. You know that gives you a really good idea of what my channel is about and what you can expect here. And okay, I think I want to leave up here the video I did last year for Fight Club and that. But okay, but everybody, hit that like button, of course. Please leave me comments. I will do the best to get to the comments, but I most likely will wait until after work when I get home and I'm able to do everything, and concentrate on your comments. I don't like to comment on people's comments, respond to people's comments while I'm at work. I feel pressed for time and I got lots to do. So So yeah, so just be patient with me, and I will do my best to get back to you. Okay, everybody, be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side, and please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace.